Hello, hello, hello. After yesterday's disastrous coffee time, we'll do it again. Yeah, if you didn't see yesterday's, it's because when OBS, I had issues and it crashed, and it causes one of the audio plugins that I use to make my voice sound wonderful to reset, and then if it thinks it's not been registered, it creates this hiss every 2 seconds. I'm not registered, even though all my plugins are. I'm too legit to quit, and that was what happened yesterday. Honest gov, because when I played back the playback and then listened to OBS, well, it didn't happen because I'd reset OBS. But when I listened to the playback, I knew exactly what it was. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. But anyway, so what you're going to get is you may get some news repeated from yesterday, because the missus didn't get coffee time yesterday. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some repeats, because this news you can do this news any day, can't you? So where are we? What are we doing? What's in the news today? Not a lot. I think it's still the Tory leadership race. Yeah. Oh God. Is it down to the final four today? I don't know. Who's left? Is there any more? Yeah, we've got the final six today. Not that anyone's interested. We have Rishi, Penny, Liz, Kemi, Tom and Suella. Again, it's weird because they are saying that Penny Mordaunt might come out on top, and that's not a good idea because she's a bit of a fibber. But I think she's got I think people are liking her because of when she was in that reality TV show Splash, and they've seen pictures of her in a swimming costume. But yeah, if you're a feminist, you don't want Penny Mordaunt in because she's not very good. I like that. Here you go. Are you looking for the perfect smile? Like me? Yeah? Perfect smile. Trust me. It is. But there's this new trend called turkey teeth. And they're flying out to, well, Turkey, I guess, to have their teeth veneered for the perfect reality TV smile. But then you end up with this with pain, because again you fly back and you can't get a dental appointment unless you pay for it. And sometimes this is Jack Fincham from Love Island. His veneers, I think his veneers fell out, and he ended up looking like that. He'd have been better off with his original teeth. So yeah, folks, don't go to Turkey. Yeah, the crowns fell out. I mean, it's okay if you want, cheap dental treatment. I pay through the nose. I pay through the nose for this smile. But there you go, turkey teeth. Now, remember, I was telling you about that disease like Ebola. Well, they reckon there's another Ebola-like disease that's killed 3 in Tanzania. There's an outbreak of a strange bleeding disease. Well, they reckon it's caused by a growing interaction between humans and wild animals. Yeah, interaction, they mean stumping, don't they? I mean, yeah, 13 people in Tanzania have been struck down by this mysterious bleeding illness. And Tanzania's never recorded Ebola or Marburg, which are both viruses that kill via bleeding. But yeah, the 13 patients who come from the southern Lindi region, but they've been tested and they've not tested positive for either Marburg. I keep wanting to say Marburg. It's Marburg or Ebola. So it's a mysterious bleeding. It's a right bleeder. So yeah, don't worry, I'm sure it'll be on the streets of Catford by next Tuesday. Meanwhile, UK's dry as a bone as river levels fall. Don't worry, Daily Mail's got all the pictures you need. There you go, look, here's a picture of a field that's dry. Oh no, it's a riverbed, not a field, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was just worried that the computer was going to crash. Look at that. Where did all the water go? Well, if you live around here, you know it's Thames Water with all the leaky pipes. Apparently they caused a sinkhole to open in Loughton High Road last night. I haven't seen pictures. I should really go on Twitter to see if there are any pictures of the Loughton sinkhole. But meanwhile, remember, well, yesterday you would have seen, we was talking about what's going on in Europe, because Europe's having a really hard time of it, especially in Portugal. I mean, the pictures coming out of Portugal make like the heat wave look, positively, well, like a hellscape. Look, oh my goodness. And here you go, look at that one. Portugal is on fire. But yeah, across Europe they've got temperatures of like 115 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah, seeing Croatia, more wildfires. So I don't know. It'd be all right, wouldn't it? Personally, I blame Brexit for all of this. Why not? Meanwhile, Kevin Spacey's up before the beak. He's denied 5 sex attacks on 3 men. Here he is. He's looking dapper. But yeah, it should be interesting. Because if this is successful, I think he's got claims in America to fight off as well. So, yeah. Meanwhile, we've talked about Mo Farah's identity crisis, and police are going to investigate his trafficking claims. Because again, there was a BBC documentary out the other day about how he claims he was trafficked into the country as a child slave, and it was only a school teacher who helped him be freed, as it were. And now the Met Police are going to be looking into his claims of trafficking. And again, it'll be interesting to see how that develops, because it could be a bigger problem, couldn't it? It could be a bigger problem than we realise. Yeah. Apparently there's a new scam, WhatsApp scam, where they're conning people using WhatsApp, using, well, impersonations and that, targeting customers of the TSB bank. Apparently they pose as act as loved ones and say, well, I need some money, and then next minute they've cleaned you out, which seems good. Oh, is the computer getting hot again? Anyway, this is Tobias Ellwood. He's an MP, Tory MP. He's in the trouble because the Bournemouth MP allegedly ran over a cat. Yeah, he ran over Atticus, a 5-year-old Bengal cat. Have we got a picture of the cat? We have, but again, my computer is like wading through treacle. There's a picture of Atticus, the late Atticus, and this is Tobias Ellwood himself. And like I say, he's accused of running over said cat and fleeing the scene. I mean, that's not very good, is it? I mean, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I'm just letting everything catch up. I don't know why you bother watching this nonsense anyway. I don't even know why I bother doing it, because it's becoming harder to pull off every day. I think what I need to do is just buy a PC, I think. Macs are rubbish. Don't buy a Mac. Well, it could be just the Daily Mail website that's just killing the computer. Maybe I should do, like I said, there must be a way of doing it where I don't have to melt my computer every day. Apparently working from home is killing off our thirst for pints. The boss of Weatherspoons, Tom Tim Mine, claims that because everybody works from home or has worked from home, that they don't want to drink anymore. Well, it's cheaper to work at home. Maybe if your pints weren't so expensive, people would go to the pub. Do you know how expensive? Do you know how expensive a pint is? Do you know what? Well, it's cheaper than a tub of Lurpak. I know that. Mm-hmm. 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 Sue fancies a repeat of yesterday's news. I'm going to look because the news today's rubbish. So imagine you didn't see yesterday's news. That's if you even see today's news. I'm going to look at the history of it in my bookmarks to see yesterday's news. Yeah, it's come out that outsourcing firm Capita are in a lot of trouble because they're working for the Department of Education, and it appears that despite being given a £107 million contract in 2018, which lasts for 6 years, and pupils haven't sat exams since 2019 because of COVID, they've had plenty of time to get their act together. But a poll by Teacher Tap, I don't know what that is, suggests that 20% of primary teachers had their key stage 2 SAT papers missing their marks. And indeed, one mother took to Twitter to say that 4 out of 20 kids in the school won't get results because the marks have gone missing. Some, they've delivered the wrong papers. And so the SATs this year are a bit of a shambles. Now, like I said, Capita have had how many years? 3 years to get it right. And so they've lost papers and they've mismarked papers as well. But hey, 107 million for a contract. That's money well spent, isn't it? Blimey. Meanwhile, TikTok news. Apparently Gen Z have invented the smile. It's stilted, isn't it, when I repeat it? It's not as fun as the first time round, isn't it? Apparently the siren, was it called the siren gaze, is the new thing that's happened on TikTok. And it's like, we've invented with this new thing, the siren gaze. But again, many people have said that's just smiling. You're just doing the smiling there, and there you go. See, master your siren gaze. But lads, we're not looking at we're looking at jubblies. Remember, all jubblies matter. That's going to be a new T-shirt. All jubblies matter. But yeah, but again, those TikTokers are crazy. And just, do you know why? Because they're doing this thing called vabbing. Yeah, you know what vabbing? Imagine you didn't hear yesterday's news. There's another TikTok trend. Remember TikTok? That's the sound of their brain cells knocking together. Vabbing is a new way of attracting a potential mate. For females, they can vab and attract a willing male partner. The term was coined in 2019 by sex expert and author Shan Bodrum. And what is vabbing? Well, it's when you use your own bodily fluids as perfume. Remember, just a little dab behind the ears, ladies. That's all you need, a little dab behind the ears. But don't be surprised if your potential partner suddenly, exclaims loudly, "And I've got an urge for some scampi fries." These jokes are much funnier the second time round, I must admit. Much funnier the second time round. Meanwhile, South Africa. This is in the Mashambo village in Limpopo. There was a competition on. What was the competition? The competition was to drink a bottle of Jägermeister for £10 at a South African liquor store. That was the challenge. And one plucky chap, he said, "I can do that." He went, "Hold my pint." And here he is, downing. And he downed the entire bottle of Jägermeister in 2 minutes. He did. And you know what happened? He collapsed and died. I wonder if he still got the 10 quid. I wonder if they still paid out. Do you think they'd pay out? Is the bet null and void if you die? It's like when they do those eating competitions. If you choke on a hot dog, do you still win? I don't know. Weird, isn't it? Shall we do some pervert news? Pervert news. This is Alexander Clark. Let's get his picture up. If I can make the browser do what I want it to do. This is Alexander Clark. Here, he's 58 years old. He looks like a respectable gentleman. In fact, he's got his hands in his pockets. There's a clue. To what went on. He was in Aldi in January 2021, and he was a bit close to a lady in the checkout, and she looked round, and he was playing pocket billiards. He was playing pocket billiards, and he was apprehended by security staff. This is when it was the lockdown restrictions one. I want to know, was he wearing his mask? It was more important. And but don't worry, he was handed a 12-month suspended sentence at Poole Magistrates School. So yeah, even though he's found guilty of performing a sex act, he kind of got away with it, really, didn't he? But next time he goes in Aldi, they'll say, "Is that a cucumber in your pocket, or are you playing billiards again? Pocket billiards again?" It was funnier when I said it yesterday. I'm sure of it. More pervert news? Why not? Let's do more pervert news. We're going to Australia. And this is the story of Joshua Murrell of Reservoir, which is a place near Melbourne. It's just north of Melbourne, sport. And he was caught on CCTV, up to no good. And when the police checked out his abode, they found 5,000 pieces of ladies' underwear. He'd nicked from the lines. Yes, he was a real-life Arnold Lane. Don't do it again. But yeah, he'd been on a rampage. They also found a replica gun, a sex doll dressed in stolen undies, various sex toys, and mobile phone that contained videos of Murrell performing. Well, you know what he was doing with the underwear, don't you? You don't need me to spell it out. But yeah, he is being held. He's being held in prison. But one victim claimed he'd actually tried to gain access to her home, to steal undies that she had drying on clothes in her laundry. So yeah, this is guy. He said, I'm disgusted. I've got no excuse, he told police when he was arrested. But when he was asked about the doll, Murrell claimed it was just a bit of fun to cuddle. Let's have a little sympathy for the pervert, shall we? That's no good, is it? That's no good. Meanwhile, this is the story of Colleen Russell, who decided to get her car cleaned on June the 25th up at Sutton Court Service Station in Surrey. Is Colleen? Here she is. Is Mrs. Russell? All boxes ticked. And here is the car wash in question. There we go. It's like you're there, isn't it? It's like you're there. So what happened? Well, there was a bit of a queue, so she waited. And because it took a bit of time, took 30 minutes to get through the car wash, days later she got a £100 fine in the post from Euro car parks because their automatic system doesn't take into account traffic or, having to wait for the car wash. So yeah. She said, I've been going there for over 10 years. It's never happened before. So I was just queuing for the car wash. There were 4 cars in line, so I had to wait my turn. She's appealed the decision, but we're still waiting to see if she gets it refunded. She should do, shouldn't she? That's just not fair. Mind you, I did read a similar story, and to get a Happy Meal for his daughter, and he got fined because the camera only saw him, going in. They didn't see him going out again, and he got a fine for the entire day because these automated systems are not very good. But yeah, talking of McDonald's, this is the story of Jay Jones. Isn't McDonald's, it's KFC. She stopped at Neame Park, Sixfields branch in Northampton to get a tasty treat after a long day, and she picked up a 6-piece wicked variety bucket meal to share with her mother. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. But it wasn't great. Why wasn't it great? Well, when I had a look, there were maggots. There were maggots in there crawling around. Ugh, maggots. But she shouldn't worry. She shouldn't complain. It's extra protein. Extra protein. And it's good for you. We'll all be eating maggots in the future, won't it? Soylent M. It's made of maggots, people. You get used to it. But yeah, full of protein. Nothing wrong with maggots. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to end with the same animal story. Yeah, this is like again. People are going, oh, what's going on? This is from San Diego Beach. This is La Jolla Cove, which is a narrow strip of beach, and sunbathers regularly go there. But this time around, they didn't stay for long. Why, Darren? What happened? Well, they were chased off by sea lions who can get a little bit territorial. Look at them run. Way! Remember, folks, we're only borrowing this place. It's these fellas that actually own. Look, the sea lions, they own it. Get it? It's in the title. Sea, they belong there. We are just merely day trippers. They can run those things, can't they? They've got some speed on them. So there you go. What, you think I should do another story? You think I should? You want a bonus story because you feel cheated because it was all repeats today? Okay, I'll give you a crazy story for you. Right. This is the story of Larry Sanders. What did Larry do? Well, Larry, he was out. He was fishing on July the 9th with his friend Jimmy Knighton in the South Canadian River, like you do, and they were noodling, which is a form of fishing which involves you sticking your hand in a catfish's mouth and hooking it out. Let's bring him up. This is his mugshot. So there you go. What did he do? Well, he killed his friend. Right? He killed Jimmy Knighton. There you go. He killed him. Yeah. He drowned him in the river. But why? Was it? I don't know. Were they arguing over the catfish? Was it? I don't know. One of those. Was he a love rat? Maybe, something like that. No. Yeah, Larry Sanders killed Jimmy Knighton because he claimed his friend had summoned Bigfoot to come and kill him, and that's why he had to die. Now you didn't see that defence coming, did you? Bigfoot. Though in Canada, isn't that Sasquatch? So I think I don't think his story's 100% boner. I think he might be telling fibs there. Yeah. Yeah. Not good. Not good. So yeah, sorry about repeating the news, but it was yesterday. It's yesterday what made me do it. You will get a refund. You can get a refund on the way out. Just ask at the kiosk, and they will issue your refund. Of course, you didn't pay anything. Well, unless it's what's his name, Harry's Music Musings, but I don't know how to do refunds. But yeah, sorry about repeating the news. Oh, that's good. There's no one in because I've set this to private by accident. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's another design. I don't know what I'm doing. Why was it set to private? I didn't set it to... Again, YouTube, why'd you do this to me? I'd be set on public. But it doesn't matter. We'll do this all again. Will we? I don't do it for the missus. Anyway, enjoy the repeat of the news, and we'll do this all again soon. Keep this man off the internet. He doesn't know what he's doing. Ta-da! Drink it up.